Hello everyone, it's Saturday, February 17th, so why not to start another checker stream on the channel. You can see me streaming directly from the draughts.org main page, and I'm really glad to see it as well. So this transmission is on YouTube, checkersTV channel, and as well Checkers Online TV on Twitch. So it is noon of this day in Poland. It's always a good time to play some checkers games. Why not? So perhaps I'll try to join some tournament that is going on and play some games. If we go to the play and tournament section, we can see that this 5+0 hourly blitz arena is being played. So let's join it and let's find our first opponent of this tournament. Bartosz Maniecki, hey, hi, hello. I can send already your comment to display. Hi, Bartosz says hi to me and I believe us all. Okay, I'm playing white pieces. I can maybe make this board a little bigger. Something like that. Just not to miss the time, because I was 5 seconds left for making the first move. So my opponent is Pera 10, quite high rated one, 1984. Oh, 1621. So if I have the possibility of trying to play it difficult, to play it sharp and tough, I will of course use it. And perhaps the Bonar lock will be played in this opening. Yesterday, if you were present on the stream, oh, he's not exchanging that. If you were present on the stream yesterday, then you could see the game in Bonar lock when I was the locked one playing dark pieces. And after a very interesting game I lost it, but I mentioned yesterday that it's worth playing such games, that it's extremely interesting, and you know, this is what I do enjoy, playing such games. So this guy just lets me to lock his short wing, and finally he decides to unlock it that way. But on the other hand, I will try to use somehow the lock of the second wing, so I would not like him to make this move, for example. So now I have the free tempo, and I'm interested in going to 27, of course, but also not letting him making this move. And the question now is, if after this one he plays there, do I have something or not? Actually, I do have. He can't play here because I have this move, and he goes there, I sacrifice another one, he takes back, and I play there. And he lets me do it, because I can't see any combination after that, so the small combination, really nice one, is on my side, and now I have one piece. What? 1, 2, oh, it was 3 for 3. Ah, miscalculated. I thought that it's a combination for me. I forgot that I was sacrificing the first piece before that. Czy wejdziesz dziś na maila? Widziałem twojego maila, Bartek, ale sprawy na mailu są bardzo skolejkowane. Więc trzeba czekać. So I now don't like my position that much, as I thought that I will be getting one piece of advantage that I certainly did not get. Now I could have some problems on finding those two pieces. Draw combination. After all, it was that way, unfortunately. So my position is kinda passive, and of course I don't want my opponent to get too active here, and of course such exchanges like going to 27 causes this problem of this move and working of this column 9 to 18, but on the other hand this could be quite nice for him as well. So perhaps I'll try to play something like this move. Of course I'm kinda forced to go to 28, and it's not easy to secure this piece. So let's just try not to make too many gaps in my position. I could miss this column. This is quite important one for the classical or near classical games position. Okay, he allowed me to make this move. Honestly, I would not like to play this one. I would wait with such moves, because then maybe I would be able to give some informations to my opponent. So now my job is to take 27 under control, perhaps going to 37. There is no combination, I guess. Until I don't have this piece 34. So something like that could be my plan now. And we'll be counting the tempos soon, because this is classical game after all. And after such moves I need to check this possibility, because perhaps my opponent can make those kind of double forcing, but I don't see the continuation after I run away. Of course this is not possible, the exchange after it, because I sacrifice one, take two, he takes and I take, I have one piece more. So it works. Okay, just as planned. The fight will be probably about this corner 25. Probably. Let's display another comment of Bartosz. Feel free to comment on Twitch, on YouTube. I can display your comments on the screen. And something nice, something new, I believe, for the viewers, and some new feature that I'm able not to do for a long time, and I really like it. Perhaps after some kind of dead move will be possible to escape there. Oh, my opponent goes there immediately at this moment, so now I'm really interested on playing that one. I'm really interested on this, as this combination is not working. The question is if he... no, this move will not be good one. So I go here, because you know, in classical positions it's like at some moment, classical means this lock in the center of the board, at some moment of the game you are just missing some chances, you are just missing the space to play, and you need some extra tempos, some extra area to make moves, and in this case, for example, exchanging backwards could be good. Like with this move I will just run it out, this possibility to exchange back, which could be good. But if I may wait with that or not, you know, I'll try to wait a bit. After such move I can still play there, and then I can exchange back, maybe this is the possibility. Okay, because such combinations are not working right now. If he plays something like this, I can always escape to 17 and make this exchange 1-for-1. Just not judging at this moment if this is good or not. Oh, this combination is working actually. It is, actually it is. If I took back, he would take, I would take, and he would take two pieces next to the king. So that is kinda problematic, and that is kinda losing probably. Despite the fact I'm catching his king, he's going to other kings. Okay, just not to make it too long. I missed the combination that I thought that is not working, and actually it was working. So that was just a warm-up of this stream. I hope that you noticed that face blue eyes white eyes. I can see only the text of your emoji sent to Twitch, Bartek. So as you noticed, I hope, yesterday there was another stream, this stream is today, and perhaps I will be streaming quite much more in English language, of course, on Checkers Online TV channel and on checkersTV channel on YouTube. Coffee is my opponent now. Okay, 15-16. Can I use the Berserk? Let me try. So I tried to play this game quite faster. The Berserk means that I have half of my time, and in case of winning I will get one extra point for this game. Once my opponent is rated about 350 points of ELO lower than me, then why not? And such opponents like 1500 or something just want to exchange all the pieces, all straight, all time long. So exchanges, exchanges. So if I just gave him a possibility to exchange, he was just going for that. It's really difficult, I guess, to win the game against lower rated opponents in the beginning of the game, as they need time just to make those exchanges. So until the position is closed, more likely, it's not really possible to find some chances of winning. So let's try to develop it to the late middle game, or maybe to the end game. Everyone loves exchanges. I used to say sometimes that exchanging could be quite a good plan of playing checkers or drafts, because it can be. Of course, it gives you a space to play and simplify a game a bit, and if you are a theoretically not so well prepared player, like for example those lower rated, then of course you avoid theoretical lines from the openings, because it would give your opponent more chances to beat you. Okay, I'm not interested in this. Oh, perhaps I could be, but after this move it is more difficult to realize this plan of attack, because there could one attack be played and another one. My opponent now can force it there. I don't know if I will allow him to make this exchange or just block it. Okay, he's not going for that. I think I have few tempos less than my opponent right now. If I would be able to play two moves in a row, then after this and this I would get a piece, but of course he will exchange, yeah, why not? There is this majority that I need to be careful about, because I would be forced to take 3 pieces. If this... oh, this is actually a really bad move at first glance, of course. You just cannot hang your piece on 31, you need this column, you need these 3 pieces working. It can be like he will be out of moves soon. I would not like him to exchange, you know, here and here. And now I need to avoid this exchange, so I'm thinking of attacking it. This is not possible because of this small combination, and actually he lets me to do so. So okay, like I mentioned before, just difficulty in the beginning of the game, but then those players just make some mistakes. And 1 minute and 40 seconds should be enough to win it. After this one I take here, of course, and then back, having 2 pieces more, and if he escapes I go to the king, so the position is quite a simple one. 2 pieces more, that's right. Maybe I could prepare some nice... okay, now I can't. But I was just thinking of some nice combination using this one, possibility, which now is not the option. Okay, I'll go here maybe. After this one I need to secure my wing by playing here, but I just want to prepare this exchange and then maybe transfer other pieces to the side. Or at first I'll play here. Just not to have the gap here, in case of this one I can always exchange. So that's the plan. And what you can see in such games, your opponents most of the time are trying to play the opening fast, and then in the end of the game they are just trying to save it somehow. What is my opponent's plan after that one? Probably he wants to attack my piece, but you know what, it's not a problem, because I can give him the possibility of going to the king, and I don't care, because this king will be gone in 1 move and everything secures, right? So probably this is something that he wanted to play, but it's not a problem. I'm not so happy with the free tempo that I need to make. But okay, let's play that. And simply there. So if he wants to break through, it's not possible, because after this move and this, there is this sacrifice. Now I have the time advantage as well. And I can, perhaps even I play there. It will be faster and easier to win it, just making my opponent not having the possibility of exchanging to the king. And of course I need to be careful about this, going to the king to 50, because he would just take my king. Now I can go to the double line, so it's over. Next game, blindfold. I barely can play watching the position. So Bartek, perhaps after I'll try to practice a bit. Perhaps after I will just get used to play on the streams, because it's something that, you know, you need to practice to perform at quite better level. Why not? Then I can check myself if it will work or not. So perhaps the next game then could be blindfolded. Not the next one today, but during some live stream. Okay, Lord VVVVV from Haiti. As we know, on lead drafts there are lots of Haitian players playing quite a good level, so he will exchange there. Okay, so I can see already that he has some kind of style, and I know the Polish player who plays exactly the same, who is Mieczysław Kaciotis, and he is playing just the same idea, going with all the pieces to the side. And the problem is not in the beginning of the game, but during the later moments, sooner ones, as you just slowly are not possible to make some reasonable moves. But in this case he created quite okay position. I would like to try at least to use those hanging pieces, because now all his base pieces from the first row are gone, so it could give me some opportunities, some chances to make some combinations, for example. Okay, I just don't want to play this move or this move to let him to develop those pieces on the side, but he is using exchanges for that. It's not a problem. I can't play here because of that, so I need to check it. As you know, I like to fall on combinations, so just not to let my opponent do it. Should I exchange this piece or not? Should I exchange it or not? Okay. I will avoid the exchanging, perhaps somehow I will be able to use this piece later. Maybe to exchange it, maybe to force my opponent to let me go to the central part of the board, why not? So I hope that in few moves it will be a problem from my dear opponent to have such pieces on the edges. Can I play here or not? There was a combination already, 1, 2 and other 3 to take 3, 1 for 1, and perhaps it was good even. Perhaps it was even good. Now the same threat is just standing on the board. So what could I play? Maybe this exchange would be reasonable. I will see how he reacts, because, you know, after all I got a space on the left side. If he exchanges that, he is just helping me that way. After such moves, the attack can be played. But it will be not necessary. Okay, he goes there. So I need to check all the time if this is possible or not, because that way he will force me to go further. And after preparing some majorities, perhaps that could be a problem. But he needs at least 2 moves to do so. I just want to make this column, so those 2 moves will not be possible because of this 1 for 2. Okay, so he gave me the shot opportunity. That was the move that I was counting on. Because now the bridge shot can be made by me. So I built the central structures that gave me this possibility. And after this one, do I have anything better than a single attack here or here? Perhaps I will go there. But on the other hand, those pieces are just far. So maybe I'll destroy this one that stands not so far from my king squares. Okay, this attack is possible, I guess. And if he locks it, I sacrifice 1, take 3 and win the game. Yep, that is happening, so my opponent probably gives up right now. With no moves to make. Here it is, the victory. Looking for another opponent, Anastas Leclerc. Oh, dear old friend. So he is a good lead drafts player, of course, and his record here on lead drafts is quite a good one against me. He has 26 victories and I have only 11, not victories but points, and I have only 11 against him. So he's a kinda good player. I'll try to attack his wing. I don't know it will be possible or not, but at least it will be my plan to do so in that game. Okay, so I'm giving all the central squares for him, for free. I don't want to play there immediately, because he will just exchange 2 for 2. So I'll just try to develop a bit my situation on the right flank, forcing him at some moment to play something like that. Okay, so he is probably interested in going to 28. That will be interesting, of course, as well. And as it will give us some interesting play, why not? Feel free, go there. Okay, so he is using the more exchanges to go there. So I'm just playing the surrounding plan against Anastas. I'm just trying to surround him somehow. Which pieces will be needed for me? I would like to make my left flank working. He can't go there, of course, because of this combination. So if I'm able to force him to go to the side, but all the time every exchange is giving some tempos for him, so that could be problematic for me. Okay, at this moment let me go there. If I would be able to take 24, that would be nice for me, I guess. He's giving me the shot. I think this option to develop there is nice for me. Okay, so I can just try to make another threat with this move. But do I want to play there or not? Because after that I will be forced to cover, perhaps. So not, I'm just leaving this possibility of this combination, and I just want to bring this 45 into the play. Quite interesting position, gets the play. So, now, perhaps, I can push him back a little, like this, or I can make some threats, like this. Because I can't see any combination right now working. Okay, I'll push him back. Maybe that was not that good option, because this column could be really helpful for me. I'll keep this column for a moment more. Okay, he tries not to cover this gap, of course, because of this attack. To be honest, I can exchange here, because this is not working. There is always a combination after that. So maybe I'll try to get 26 under control, because now he is not having the columns here. So after this I can block, I can play here and exchange on the wing when I will need it. Okay, okay. So now I think I can go here. I don't know yet what is going on after this move. I need to be a bit quicker right now. I have 1 minute less than my opponent. So he goes there. This is not possible, maybe. One, two, three. Is this possible? I'll take this one. Not knowing where it goes, perhaps this sacrifice will be nice for him. So I have one piece more, he is closer to the king. After this one I can exchange it. After this one I can go to the king, at least try. Oh, this works that way. Quite nice one. Quite nice one, catching off my piece going to the king. Okay, it was not lost for sure, but as an experienced counter player who knows how to calculate, he of course is really good on playing such endgames. But it was an interesting game. For me, the most important thing of course is not to win, but to play interesting games. Waiting for another one. So in this competition there is 88 people playing. Okay, Manusuave 03. Is this Panama or Dominican Republic? Dominican Republic, that's right. Okay, so this time I'll try to be aggressive. On my short wing, perhaps. Okay. So lower rated player who wants to exchange, of course. How different it could be. Trying is the first step to failure. Okay, you're a wise man, Bartek. Of course it is. And the person who is not trying is not making mistakes. So that way I let my opponent to make an exchange where my opponent loses 2 pieces from the center and developed me 1 of my pieces. So if your opponent just tries to exchange everything, just let them make such exchanges that will help you to improve. And all the players are so interested in controlling both edges of the board, even those low-rated ones. But against this one I will be trying so to control it. This and this probably can be played. Let's try not to be afraid of this. Despite the fact I don't have pieces there, I think my wing is kinda safe. I'm not having 4, he is not having 47, perhaps if I mark it in red it will be better visible on the screen. Okay. I can exchange it, but it's not needed I think, but maybe I will do it. Just not to let him to be too aggressive on that wing, but after all, using the exchange is the way of losing the piece on the side that I mentioned. But he needs to make a lot of moves to even try to attack my wing. And that gives me the time to develop on my side. If he exchanges forward, I'm not afraid I will have such possibilities like this exchange. Okay, he does it. But exchanges back. Okay, so that's quite an information for me. Add 1 piece there, and now I'll be interested on playing to attack further. Okay, so this will be the first one. After this one I'll play here, and the combination will be after this move, simple one, but 2 for 4 pieces. 20 minutes to the end of this arena. Okay, so now I have the possibility of breaking through, and perhaps I'll take it, because I think it can give me some chances in this game. So I sacrifice 2, I take 3, my opponent takes, I sacrifice 1, then going to the king. As you can see, my king will be made in 3 moves, but he needs to make quite more moves to try to break through to the king. And like it was 1 second ago, okay, that's quite a good plan of defending for him, because if I go here, he goes there, but actually after that this majority is not working, because I go to the edge, he takes, and I play here, and his king will be captured. So how would you like to defend after that one? This is of course not working because I take 3 that way. So he played his move quite too quickly. This is the threat that I'm making right now. Quite a nice move is to play there, because after it I would be forced to take 3 pieces and not 2, and that would be a chance for him to go further, but I can just wait. And once he will get to this point, I will sacrifice 1 for 2. So now I can even play there, I guess. Can I or I can't? Because after I will make it 2 for 2, there is a chance that he will go in this direction. Oh, or maybe try to go here, try to sacrifice 2 pieces, but then I will go to the other side. Okay, it works. This piece is too far. If this relation would be here, then I would have some problems. But it looks that now it works safely for me. So my opponent resigned, and okay. So I have 3 victories and 2 losses, 1 elo point gathered to my state, and looking for another opponent. 93 opponents already. Hourly Blitz Arena. I hope that my streams somehow can be the way to promote some arena that I'm playing. That could be interesting for the opponents, for viewers, to play against me on the stream. So this is quite classical opening. My opponent takes back, so I try to get some activity on the right side and wait with the left one. Okay, he exchanges, so now I can develop freely from the single corner. Development phase of the game. And now some important decisions to be made. He takes there, you say. Okay, perhaps I play something like that. If he gives me the shot to exchange forward, I will use it. Maybe I don't want to go there, so I'll use this move that in this position looks kinda risky. How many exchanges can be played yet? Okay, is it possible? I hope so. Mostovoy. So this guy has quite a bad connection, as we can see. 1 bar of connection bar. And you go there. Okay, and what if, tell me please, I make this attack. So I think I force you to go to the... oh. So I forced him. And I forgot to check the majorities options. Okay. I was just feeling so well in this position, but of course it was not safe. And those are the things that I need to practice about, just to check the combinations before I make the move. Some obvious variations. Dodo. Okay, let's try to play another using the Berserk. Will there be an exchange? Not. Okay, so this probably is the case where I will try to lock my opponent's left wing, which is his long, and I really like it that he tries to go to the outpost attacking position from this start. I do like it. Maybe I can even play this move. That was possible, I think. Why I played this move? Because I don't want him to exchange freely here, to have this attack 14 to 19. Okay. So this is a Rosenborg attack in this position. If he escapes, then I will attack it once and try to wait with some moves here. Because once he will attack 43-28, I will allow him to exchange, to take, and I will take 2 pieces. Okay, this one is possible, I think. I think it is. I can do it directly right now. Because I don't want him to move this piece, because now it will be easy, quite easy for me. What I hope you will see in seconds. To remove this piece 40 and perhaps prepare some combinations there. Okay. So what I will do is to sacrifice this piece and attacking the outpost on 24, and if I will get this piece, because I have 4 attacks now and my opponent has just 3 defenders, it will be then possible to take this piece as well. And I hope it is too far for my opponent to get to 28 and then 23 square. Alexander Schwarzman is the master of playing such options. Okay, so now my opponent gives me the option to attack here, but he wants to use the majority capturing rule. But perhaps he forgot that I can make an attack here, because if I made this attack, then he would have those 2 moves to secure his piece. But after this attack it will not be so easy, I guess. So my only problem is the time right now. Okay, he wants to block it or what? There's another majority that I need to be careful about. But if he tries to escape, to exchange, where he will try to go? There, you say. Okay, after this there is this one, but it's not working. It's not working, my dear friends. Feel free to go here, to use the majority. Feel free to take it, because I take 3, you take 2, and I give 1 and take 2. So what he plays? If he blocks, then I will just wait here, perhaps, and then here. So it has to be a winning position. This is the option or not? Oh, and always there is a variation that I will miss. But probably it works as well. but not in a so easy way. Interesting one. So I have 2 pieces, and perhaps this is not a winning position. That would be something. But now I think it is. Okay, quite a nice game, and I will answer your question, Bartek, right now. So I beat Dodo, and let's try to analyze. What if attack? Now you see what if attack. Aha, okay. So that was not the question about the position, but it was the... it was me finding the option, yeah? Quite a nice game, but you know, winning one, losing one is not a good idea, so I need to try to win more. There's 8 minutes of this tournament to be played, so if on the next game I will not, I will use the full time, the result can be not calculated on the tournament, but my opponent is playing the color system and is playing Berserk, so half of his time is used. Okay, so there is a change from the standard line of opening. Oh, quite interesting one. Quite interesting one. So perhaps I'll go here to make it even more interesting. And my opponent right now is playing Berserk half of the time, so I need to put some time pressure on him. And if he wants to exchange something like that to for free, it's okay for me, because, you know, this piece is weak, will be weak. I can't make such attacks and can't play something like that, so I'll just perhaps attack it that way. He will probably secure it, and I can develop another one to the center. How much of Getmański book about openings you've memorized, or it's secret information? It's not secret, I'm not a professional kind of player, and I'm not hiding such informations. Honestly, I've made about 8 to 10% of the entire book, so it's not much. It's not much I've made, and about memorizing it's, you know, much less. So I've done some things from the color system, of course, maybe some other openings. During, for example, Polish Championship, when I was playing against some players, because I don't have time to practice, to train, so when I was playing against some players and I could find some games of there in the database, in TurboDumbase for example, or TurnojBase, then I was preparing for them something that they play, but nothing more. Just nothing more. I try to risk a bit, because now this combination can be something that my opponent will let me play, and that is the way. Because he was playing, of course, too fast, and you know, sometimes you need to create some combinational chances. So my opponent did fall for it. It's still 6 minutes of this tournament, and I have 8th place. Wow, Anastas is winning the tournament, and he has 1 draw, 2 draws maybe, 2 draws and other victories. Looking at his game ratio. So, as you know, Bartek, I haven't practiced a lot, or that much. But I have quite a good memory about the variations that I've practiced, and I try to use it, and it gives me some, some joy of game. To lose on it even, because, you know, I know many players just know it better, and I lose the games all the time, even in those variations that I think that I have memorized, but it's normal to practice and to try to develop that way and enjoy the game. Okay, I will try perhaps to exchange it back to have some space to make moves. Now I tried to lock the short wing of my opponent. Let's make it here and here, so just to move the pieces where the game will be played. Now there is this sequence that my opponent probably wants to use to change pieces. I'll go that direction. Let's put him on the side and let's try to move other pieces. Okay, he plays something like that, so I think after that move this is not so strong. Of course I don't want to let him making some exchanges of this wing, on this wing, but there is this move possible, unfortunately for me. And if he goes here and I will play here, I will not have the possibility of moving this one, so I need to attack this. Okay, and the game continues, so now I'm not afraid of any of those exchanges. I'm not interested in exchanging his attack outpost, so I just move the piece number 2. And let's see what the game will bring. Okay. So now this attack is prepared, so I just want this column to be working after such moves. This is not possible, of course. I have the possibility of playing here, and I'll use it maybe. After something like that, I can even consider going there. But after this one, maybe it's not so easy to secure my pieces. Here, 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 here. I will be faster than he will be. Okay, then I'll use this one. But after all, there is this option. Okay. Let's try to bring this piece. So now, after this move, I can play here, not before. He is holding this option, of course. Another piece to try to go to the right side. After this or this, I play this move, not before. So this one can meet with this one, but then I can escape there. What possibilities do I have? You know what? Okay, because this move can be played. So it looks like I don't have an option to not to allow him to free from the lock. Or this, but this sorry, crazy move can still be played. This. I'll go for this one. After this one there is this option, so perhaps if he exchanges, perhaps he is forced to, because this one can meet this one. He is not forced to do it. Okay. I'll take this exchange because I'm afraid of losing chances on some safe moves. And let's be aware of some combinational tactical possibilities. Okay. This, and this. This. Could it be even winning still for him? Let's go for this option. So I think I will be the first one to get to a king. But still he has the material that can allow him to win this game. But I don't think it's winning, but of course I can make some mistake. As always. Hello Damiano, do której dziś streamek? Nie wiem, tak jeszcze z godzinkę może. Ale może jeszcze jakiś odpalę później. Czasowiec, timer. Timer, Viat. It's not like of him. It's not really nice of him, absolutely. Defending, trying to draw this war's ending. But it was definitely just... I hate this acting like that. So totally. I will be careful about playing this against this player then soon. Okay, what else do we have to play? Hourly Super Blitz Arena 3+0. Anastas is again playing in this tournament, Mama2 as well. Rotsi is my first opponent. Okay, let's go. So such games need to be played quite faster. 2 minutes less for the game. And let's play against Rotsi. If he is not making the move in 1 second, I win the game. Okay. So I have the first victory that I'm not so satisfied with, because my opponent has not made a move. And now się gra 8-1. Guy from Poland, born in 81. Okay, let's go. So we do have the color system. I don't know who that player is, probably he knows me. Okay, so let's play this line.
Heaven just
My opponent thinks, so there is the time for the cup of coffee. He has to play there. MF Damian Reszka, let's go, Wawa. So I'll type something on the chat. 1 minute. Once you play the game for the 3 minutes, thinking 1 minute is quite a long time. But, well, my opponent of course can do it. Dragon, привет. Ola. So international becomes this tournament. So this is the variation of the game that I played against Jan Groenendijk in Lille 2012. So theoretically it's so forced, the move after move, that it leads most of the times to a draw. But of course there are some lines that you can misjudge, that you can mistakenly play. And now it has changed a bit from the standard variation that I played most of the times, because normally attacks were made. Okay, what after that one? If my opponent plays here, will I have the possibility of making this attack here? Because now I need to secure myself from that. This could be an option, because 1 for 2 for 1, 1, 1, it's not losing I guess, but there is this escape. So... Can I make this attack or not? Because there, something, I take here, and this thread is played. But on the other hand, let's try something new. Let's try to play something new, something I haven't played ever. So my opponent chose differently, okay. Can I play this move? I'll wait with it. Because you know what is the point of this move, to try to go there. That attack you play, you say. And what after that? Normally this exchange is possible when I play this move in before. Just earlier in this opening. But what after this? What my opponent wants to play there? So I have one piece more. Okay, he has to play something like that. Maybe I will even block it. Ay, ay, ay. So now I won this game on time, but I just missed the winning chances before. Piotrka, siemaneczko, witam prezesa, siemka. So the game was played fine by me in the color system, leading to the victory, as I play many games that way, but then it was a problem with finishing it. For example, during last Polish Championship in Blitz and Rapid, I played a lot of winning games in color system, but I won not so many of them. Okay, so here I have the opponent who likes the edges and goes there. Okay, 56 elo points. If you give me tempos, I will take it. Where you go? To the edge, to the center. Then I could prepare something like that could be played, just not to allow my opponent to play there. There is this quite nice combination. You can try to go there, please. Not now, because now it's not working, because after that I get 1 for 2. Perhaps something like that. Now, once again, this combination is not possible. I don't know where this position leads. Czy wiadomo, jaka jest spodziewana frekwencja w poszczególnych grupach młodzieżowych? Nie mam pojęcia, bo zgłoszenia będę dopiero dostawał w przyszłym tygodniu. Więc ciężko powiedzieć, nie będę wróżył, bo to jest nowe miejsce na mapie w Polsce, więc nie wiem. Okay, there's this threat, but what my opponent wants to do to avoid it? Okay, I don't even calculate that, because, you know, just playing this move, it has to be inconvenient for my opponent. If he will be forced to play something like that, I don't know. Maybe I can play another threat here. This could be not possible for me right now. But I'll wait even with this move. After that I will exchange with the majority. Okay. So now you have to play there or there. But still it gives me a better position, I guess. Lack of this column could be problematic, and if he escapes by exchanging backward, it's good for me. Okay, less and less pieces, so my position is perhaps slightly better, but not winning if he is not making other mistakes. You can just be focused and on one side, and then I will prepare this option. Is playing here reasonable? I have 1 minute advantage, which is quite much. So some move like that and that and that would be still nice combination. With this and this. Okay, in this case I will just look. Option of further move. Or I could think about something like that. But still, how to avoid it? Because once he plays here, it's not a problem. Maybe too fast. I played this move. So plan is to make this combination. And this plan was not working, but will work after another sacrifice. Because otherwise my king would be captured immediately. But now it works perfectly. There is a victory. Papa Smurf, cześć Damian, siemaneczko. Miło, że przychodzicie na anglojęzyczny kanał. Trochę pooglądać, trochę posiedzieć. Okay, so after 3 games, I have 3 victories in a row. And Yat is my opponent again, so this is this timer guy. So let's be fast. So I was locking his wing, now he is locking mine. I'm focused on being quick and I just lost on this combination. And I played opening not so well because I should just sacrifice the piece and attack it just like Theory says, but I panicked and was too focused on playing fast. But you know, this game I already hate. Oh! So 3 minutes is just too much and this guy plays it Berserk. And place everything to the edge. There is this majority, but it's not working, I guess. So what I need is, I need this guy thinking, and that's why I try to make it more difficult. Okay, there is combination. So I will not play there, but maybe I will play here. Wow. That's an extraordinary move, absolutely. So let it be that way. This is extremely interesting. Honestly, I don't know what to think about this position. But maybe now I do. But there is some counter option. But it should not be so easy to make it. Such options, such moves. There is this capturing. But I don't want to give you my king too cheap. Oh, I forgot I have to take 3. And it's a victory, okay. So playing this game in a Berserk version, having just less than 2 minutes, it's quite difficult. So now I have 19 points gained. Okej, rozumiem, bardziej chodziło mi o lokalnych podopiecznych, czy będzie dużo, sam się zastanawiam, ale raczej wpadniemy. Wpadajcie koniecznie. Zapraszam wszystkich. For everyone, because we are talking about tournament in Poland, in Warsaw, that I am co-organizing. It's the series of Grand Prix of Poland 2023. Everyone can play, from the abroad as well. It is possible to have even 200 players, because, you know, if the schools will be invited and gathered together at this tournament, then it could be possible to have such a big number of players. Okay, so now we have the same variation that before I played by white pieces. Now I play it with black pieces. But my opponent plays it a bit differently. Of course, it can lead to the same continuation, but we'll see what will happen. If this move will be played, then of course this is the possibility, here and sacrifice to go there. But after this move it is less likely, because normally I could play there. Okay. So we have this option played. This is possible, of course, to play it. After that there is this combination, so you know what, let's do it right straight from this point. So after this one, this sacrifice can work. Or maybe it's not working, maybe it is. Honestly, maybe it is. But my opponent, rated high, is losing his time. I wonder why I didn't attack before. So I have one piece more. And 1 minute more, which is promising. So as you can see, in the color system I can beat even such guys having high elo, but then finishing it is problematic for me. Crysters. Oh, this is this young guy. Peter's CRISPR is somehow, he is a quite good one. And he is beaten in the Kellner system. Znany jest termin finału, tak plus minus? Pewnie podobnie. Bartosz będą, fajnie, że będziesz w Warszawie. Pewnie podobnie jak w zeszłym roku, ale jeszcze nieoficjalnie. So, looking for another opponent, which is Mama 2. Okay. Another Berserk guy. Okay. Let's go for it. So I tried to play opening fast as well. Option for the 4 o'clock, why not? And I will exchange as not to let him to make one. Okay, he makes it simple. What an attacker he is. This is a good one. How he wants to develop it. Oh, there are two pieces. That's an option. Oh my god, I lost it because I didn't see it. That's a pity, because another option and he would not do it in the right time. Majority rule. I need to solve those mistakes of mine. I just don't want to make such mistakes. Another color game? Why not? Will you go the standard line or the Vatutin line? Ooh, that's something interesting. Probably I have never played it, because after such moves there is this this option and this sacrifice. Okay, let's go with it. Maybe this is worth to test it somehow, or to check if there is a theory or not. Maybe this move was not too good. Maybe it was, I don't know. I will attack it because I want to weaken at least a bit my opponent's wing. Okay, so now this move is not playable, so let me just wait. This one can't go as well. The reason why I wanted to play this move is not to allow my opponent to develop on the side there. Now I can play this one. Will there be an exchange or not? This move, okay. So, what after that one? What after this threat? Something like that you want to play? Okay, so I don't want to let him exchange there. So perhaps I will just sacrifice it. Just to keep it interesting. Mr. Majority Rule. But what I really like, there is more and more interesting games to be played, so it's worth to play here because of those interesting games. Now I can make this exchange, and I hope this 19 will be easy to take. There is the line of building this column to make 1 for 2, but still after it should be even more easy. I will let my opponent to make it. After this one, of course, I can play here or here to take this piece. This will be better to lock those pieces. Just to be careful about something like that. This isn't too risky. Maybe it is, maybe it is not. It's quite interesting. He offered me a draw? Why? This is not working, my dear. Okay, so another victory, and to be honest, it was another victory after playing color system. So it's something I like. Do you play, guys, this tournament perhaps, or another? Just to remind you, we are live on Twitch and YouTube. On Twitch, Checkers Online TV, and on YouTube, checkersTV. checkersTV is the international checkers project prepared by me and Gleb Ushakov. And we want to make it international, well-known, promoting draughts television, checkers television all around the world. Bantamba is playing against me right now. I hope there is no combinations like the Novice Cup, for example. Maybe I will surround in this game. Why not? Just to have something different, to have something fresh and new. So my opponent helps me in that plan of surrounding, because now, without these moves, he's a little bit more restricted. Okay. Quite surrounding position in the very first moments of the game. Can I play this one, after this make this 2-4-2 or not? I think I can, and in that variation perhaps I would be eligible to attack the wing of my opponent. He's not going for that, so I can perhaps use it to develop there. This looks risky, but after that this will be played. So maybe this is something I'll try. 1-4-2, better not. Is there something after that or not? I wish there could be. Oh, so it gets more interesting, I guess. So this threat comes to life. Perhaps this is possible to play. That's right, but I don't know what to play after that. Just not to let him or her exchange in that direction. I have not so much time. this is not possible because of this and this. I forgot about that. Still there are chances to retake this piece. Or maybe or not. I forgot about simple possibility, as always. What is there? It's not like me wishing my opponent some bad experiences. He offers a draw? Why? Why? He offered me a draw in a winning position. There is exchange to be played. Okay, I'll take it. If someone lets me to take a draw and just have a point despite not to have it, I'll take it. Thank you very much, my dear opponent, for that. Perhaps it was just act of mercy. Krister again. Okay, so this time he's not playing the Keller system after losing one game. Peter Krasparis, something like that. Minus 5.1 for black. In that game, last game that he offered me a draw, just like I told you. Exactly how I felt that position, so it's not understandable for me, but perhaps he had some, I don't know, computer problems or something. Why this time he's keep on attacking that? I feel like this time this Peter Krasparis is a bit afraid to play against me after he lost the previous game on Keller. Is there any combination working? If he had piece here it would be, but not now, so probably I expect some exchange from his side. So this exchange is played, you say. He wants to get back to this 28. So I'll take this exchange not to let him. It looks like a drawish position, but everything can happen. Looks like I made it to passive. Allowing this exchange, of course I did it to passive. This I can expect, something like that, of this. This maybe. Feel free, just think. Okay, so there is this move played. That is maybe not the best idea. Here? Do you think it is a winning one? It's not looking that way, but it can be perhaps somehow. Or it can be even losing. So that's the problem of time in the end game. Sometimes you want to win that game so badly that you lose so much time on it, and you even lose the game despite of drawing it. Prevoyant. Okay, let's go. 21:30. Will there be a 4 o'clock? Cybrans one? Of course there will be. I'll take this exchange. If you want to block my wing, feel free. So a lot of simplifications in the very beginning of this game. Now this combination prepared by my opponent, so I'll just take him back, probably. This is also possible, of course. Seven against 7. Of course, he has the better option to build some structures. There are some threats that I should avoid. perhaps now it's not so problematic. I can always exchange back, and he is the one that will be on the move, I guess. Okay, now I'm forced to do it. He played it quite well. Just to make those pieces stand on the side. But is it possible to win it or not? I think I'm not losing it, perhaps I can try to win it. But how? It's a draw against 21-30 after interesting game, and of course he was playing solid, strong draughts checkers, but I did have my moments. And perhaps somehow I could find a better plan. So again against Christers, feel invited to Keller system. Will you play it again? Okay, so I won 2 games against this guy from Latvia. He plays a lot, even perhaps in Polish tournaments. So we are playing the same opening, but I guess that we changed the colors. There wasn't a combination actually. I think there was this, and this, and this. Did I fall for it? Perhaps? I will check it later. Perhaps you did see it. There could be a combination after all. He's going for this sacrifice? Is it possible to play that? What's the reason for it? So now the number of pieces is equal. I set a small trap. And he uses his time again. So now, somehow, I'd like to take this piece. I'd like to take this piece, please. 4 minutes of this arena yet to be played. I gained some elo finally, and now, even after 2 hours, I don't feel so exhausted as yesterday, for example. And I feel like perhaps it is not the last stream of this day, perhaps I will run another stream in the evening. He wants to go for this majority or just to block it? There, you say. And what if I take it? Probably I can. Oh! 2 for 2. Oh my god. So okay, exhaustment can be here right now. When I miss such simple things. Can I play it here? I think still he did have a better option. This could be a mistake. That is the reason. Aye. So there were his mistakes, there were my mistakes, and finally I finished the tournament on which place? 11th it is. I paused it. So it was quite better than yesterday, still not perfect, but this arena ends in 30 seconds. So who is leading it? Okmodu, 40 points. Wow, he lost one. 2183. I was playing against him or not? Not. Against this one I was playing. And this Yat I don't like. We know that he played for on time. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for participating in this stream. Like I mentioned, perhaps there will be another one coming, so just feel free to follow what is going on the channel. checkersTV on YouTube and Checkers Online TV on draughts on Twitch, and perhaps see you later. We'll see. And definitely there will be a short new video on the checkersTV YouTube channel, so feel free to see it. Thank you very much and goodbye. Have a good day.